Hey there, Doctor Clu, how you doing? And yep, we're just working on last minute details. I don't know if anybody's here to see this just yet, but hey, thanks for tuning in if you're there. Just put a little notation in the chat if you're actually watching at this time, and I'm gonna keep working at this and see if I can get this last camera working. So be right back. Let's see, source. Yay! Let's see. Come on. Oh, unbelievable. Unbelievable. Why are you doing this, man? Oh, so freaking close. So freaking close, man. Jeez, source. Turn that pip off. We are working. So if we went pip and source. Come on, work for me, man. No effing way, man. I can't believe this. Come on. Thanks. Okay, so there's that. Let's see. What else could it be? I'm gonna try one more thing. Come on, you. Work, damn it. Whoops. Okay, well, can we at least be consistent? That's the next question. Yep. I hate you. I absolutely freaking hate you. Let's see. Ta-da. Whoa. There's that. Let's see. We got the thing, we got the thing, we got the other thing. Then let's take you guys. You and right, let's see if we can use something. Let's see, connected white. Pip. At least it's consistent. Well, bummer. Alrighty. So, Rick, I'll show you briefly what I had in mind as far as this other camera, which we're not going to be able to get working tonight. But, he'll definitely come in handy later. All right, let's see if I can get this thing to power on for a second. I had some neat plans for this thing. Still like to do it, just won't happen tonight, looks like it. But let's see here. Here's camera 1, well, camera 2. And camera 2 is going to be a neat little camera where I can basically take the controller and you can see my hand. However, I can't get with my picture-in-picture, so oh well, you know, that's just kind of the way it's looking at that point. So I'm going to take this thing down. Had to go through a VGA box and everything. It's been a fun time trying to put all this together, but not to worry, because plan B basically is a singular camera and this, so that'll be cool. I can give basically my VGA to video converter a rest. All right, let's get this thing going. We are on the right source, I believe. And let's see, no more VGA, got that going. Okay, and now why is it not talking to me? Hey, yo, speak now. I get the feeling it's borked. And fortunately, Radio Shack is now closed. Bummer. See, I think I'm going to try Alibaba levels tonight and then come back to the Alison Wonderland once you've uploaded this video. I'm stoked you agreed to this because these slower walkthroughs will really help people get to the game. Absolutely. And Rick, please get the codes ready. We're just about ready to get started. So very cool, and let's see. Oh, that's not a good sign. All right, come here, you. Why are we not working now? Oh, dearie me. Oh well, not a huge deal. Because, for whatever reason, okay. Should we unplug that? Nope. Uh-oh. Alrighty. Okay. There's that. And well, that's not looking good. Blue. And let's see, insert the cartridge. Very good, much better. Now, let's try this. Ah, screw it. We've got it working. All right, just got to get this lined up now. Okay, go ahead and put the codes in chat. All right, now let me see what we got. Just need to get this lined up. Okay, save, and the Google Chat's such a fun thing. Really love it. And I love how they make these live chats possible. They do such a fine job at that. High score, further back, further back, further back, pow. Production, yeah, there we go. Well, get to watch it sideways. And I'll be right back. We'll get this started here in just a few minutes. Give me some water. Oh, water attained. You know, strangely, as much as I've heard that song, I don't get tired of it. Call me nuts. That's fine. Okay, let's see what we got. And let's see. Chapter 2, Chapter 3. Bubsy is fired up. Yes. Bubsy, Chapter 1, Chapter 2. Okay. Okay. I think I'm going to try Alibaba levels tonight and come back to Alison Wonderland once you've uploaded the video. Well, Rick, cool thing is, like I said, we can do whatever you want to tonight. If you want to do Alibaba or whatever. So let me just send a quick message on that. For Alice. Ooh, I got 3 watching. Well, hello, whoever else is out there. Sorry to keep you waiting. Don't worry, we're just about to get this started. We're trying to figure out if we want to do Alice in Wonderland or Alibaba. Really, both. Either's fine with me. It's all Bubsy. Okay. All right, I think we'll probably should go ahead and get this started, I suppose. Let's do Alice. I like that. All right. Let's take that back. Hang on one second. Just about there. And here's our live vid. Okay, well, as has been so elegantly put, we're going to do Alice. All right. And here we go. Whoops. And play. Okay, hopefully we're still live. And let's see here. All right. Get this all set. All right. Hi to Rick and to everybody else here. This is Dr. Clu here to help you out with Alison Wonderland. And I'll go through it. What I'll do is I'll buzz through it the first time so you can get a basic idea of what the whole thing's all about. And then after that, I'll go through and say the ins and outs of all the various characters and what you can expect. So sit tight and I'll show you how this is done. And then when I'm done with the level, you can chat off to the side and I will go through whatever. You can go back to the level if need be, and we'll just take it from there. So, all right, here we go. Let's get this back into our regular mode here. There we are. Sounds like an angry jag. That's right. That was a message from Rick. All right. There we go. Now Alice, first level is 11111, and you know, or we can just hit play. Now, the first thing I want to show, well, basically the here we go. What I use. Okay, let's see if I can show you the kind of buttons I use here. All right, so B for jump, A for glide, and C for looking around. All right, so we ready for this? Here it goes. Well, I'm looking at this screen kind of sideways. Now that I'm a little warmed up, let's have some fun. I was almost off to a good start. There we are. Get used to playing this sideways. Okay. Boing. All right, up we go. There we are. B, life, gate key. That's the key that you have to get to the spiky wall. I'll illustrate that here in a moment. Up here's where that spiky wall would have been. I like to line those three up. That's kind of fun. Okay. Jump up, get the snake, get that. Land on the invincibility shirt. Love that shirt. Okay. I like to see just how many I can line up with these things. It's always so much fun. All right. And if I hurry fast enough, I can get that B. Whoop! Not my most stellar performance, I have to say. That's all right. Okay. Got it. Okay. Where was I going? Oh, yes. I've already got that other key, so let's get on up here. And I don't even bother with that Tweedledee and Tweedledum. In fact, you'll notice I don't even bother with most of the balls anymore, or collecting a lot of things. And I'm mostly into speed, I'll be honest. I like to grab that, and grab that invincibility. There we go. Jump up, jump up. Now I'll go through all this here in just a minute. Just trying to give you a basic idea of what this level is all about. I don't know if you've been past level 1. Hopefully by now you have. I mean, you know, hopefully. Sometimes you can get that rabbit, and sometimes you can't. The amazing thing is, as much as I've died, I still got 8 lives left. You know, and you got a couple of places where you can get a couple of extra lives if you're low at this point. You can go there, and I'll show this next one. I don't go here very often because usually, like I say, I'm speeding by and everything. There we go. Come on, show yourself. There we go. And part of the trick of this game is just remembering where everybody is. So now I'm back at 10 lives again. That's probably, like I say, one of my least stellar performances, and yeah, I'm up to 10 lives. Okay. There we are. There we are. So there's that in a nutshell. So now that you've seen basically what that's all about, let's take this a little more step by step. So here we are, first level again. Now, generally you can take this first guy, and let's talk about the basics here real quick. First off, you want to do a jump and glide. So when you come along here, you gotta be real careful. See that guy right there? If you're not careful, his mohawk will kill you. So jump, glide. I like to land right on that guy's head. Rabbit, you gotta be careful. See that little bowl right there? If you're not careful, you'll land on the bowl before you land on the rabbit, and the rabbit will get you. That's a big trick in these tables, is not to land on stuff around the people you're trying to land on. Alright, so here's our rabbit. This guy's pretty tough. Boom. Try to land on just about his ears. The cookie usually lands right on you, little guy. So there's that. I'll show another card man here in a minute. Mohawk guy. Sometimes you land on the back, but I really like to aim for his head. And that guy, like I said, rabbit, aim for the ears. Alright, so here's a fun one. Here's our snake. And the snake likes to throw things at you. Alright, some of you like them. Come on. Throw something. Come on. Okay, come on. Yeah, see? Alright, now I got plenty of lives. So. Okay, so great. So according to Rick here, Rick is up to the second level with, what, 7 lives, he says. Okay, so I'll show a little bit about that here in a second. So, best way to do this, one, if you go underneath them, you're usually alright. And, you know, in the old days, I used to come up from behind them. Do that. Whoop, watch out for Mohawk guy. There we go. Mohawk Flamingo. Alright, let's take care of this rabbit, and then we'll talk about Tweedledee and Tweedledum. This guy is something. At first, at least. So, you got this electric yo-yo thing going. And I'm just out of his range. Now, one of the things about this guy, let's take a look and do this number. Alright, so balloon to the right, balloon to the left, balloon to the right. You know, they're kind of in like 4 or 5 second intervals. So what you want to do is you want to time this guy out and try to land on the head of either one of these two guys. So there we go. And Bubsy Bobcat, yeah, I love it when he does that. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and land, boom, like that. Okay, now where everybody gets lost, see where the arrow is pointing? The arrow is giving us a hint. And the reason why it's doing that, I guess when most people get lost, they don't see this arrow. Well, basically what you want to do, and it takes some practice, but you've got to practice jumping onto these guys now. First, for best control, B-A. Jump, glide. Jump, glide. There you go. Watch out for the rabbit. Watch out for that dang bee. Alright. That takes practice too. Simple little jump, you get that extra life. And that's the key. These are the keys here in this game, this red light, green light thing. So if it's red somewhere in this place, we've got ourselves a locked door. Allow me to illustrate. Alright. I am going to go ahead and jump across this lake we got here. So here we go. Here's the lake. And there's that. And there should be like a bee coming at me any second. But anyway, here's a spiky wall, and there's no way to get past it. I've seen people try to jump into it. I tried to jump into it. Whoa! Bee! Got him. So what we want to do is go back to that key and open it up. So let's go ahead and do that this time. Up. Now, one of the great things about Bubsy is, say what you want to get about this game. If you take out an enemy at any point, the enemy's gone. So when you come back your next life, you know, if you sacrifice your life to take out somebody, then good news is they won't be there next time you come back. All right. Now, usually I grab the invincibility shirt and I run through these guys like nothing. Anyway, so we're just going to take, go about just the regular way. Here's a snake. You kind of want to catch him. He's looking away. There you go. Boom. And there you go. I usually like to land on that guy's rifle, believe it or not. That's always kind of fun. Okay, so I'm going to now jump in this well and go all the way down and just start systematically taking out these people. Now, when you're new to this game, it's good just to kind of take it slow, especially when you don't know what's coming next. And that's the big trick. If you don't know what's coming next, just just take them out one by one. Plan your jumps. Bees. I probably need to explain bees at some point. Alright, so there we are. And here's a door. Have we been to a door yet? I don't know. Of course, doors will take you through one part and to another. Unlike the other Bubsy games, there are no mini games when you step into these. They just didn't add it to this game, which is okay. I never really thought they really added all that much anyway. Whoa! There we go. Okay, cookie and a bee. Come here, bee. Come here. Come on. They basically fly up and down, and then they'll zoom left to right. So, of course, as long as you're pretty much in flight, you can take them out with your front, take them out with your back. There we go. And you're generally fine. All right. Invincibility shirt. Love grabbing that. We've seen it in action already. Now, the key I grabbed earlier, that would have taken care of a wall just short of getting to this point. And then basically that key that we just opened up opens up, I think, the door just up here, not here. Hang on a second. And that's a marker, by the way. That blue thing I just grabbed, that is a marker. So if you die, you come right back there. It's really a reasonable game. I hear all kinds of complaints about this game, but 1, the enemies stay dead. 2, you got save positions for every level. 3, you've got markers that will, come back to wherever you died at various points. And it's just, it's not that bad a game, really. Okay, now over here is a snake. Just gotta be careful of that. And sometimes it's good to know about these guys. Now, these Cheshire cats are, just wait till they appear, jump up on them, and watch out for that tongue. The spittle of the tongue will basically take you out. Here we go. So let's take out this last snake. Now, one of the tricks that it took me a while to learn, because I guess I wasn't as versed in the Bubsy games as I would have liked to have been, is running through this will cause a shower of balls to catch. That's how you get a few extra points. Just go through it at maximum speed and get a nice little fireworks display. All right, there's our code, 392652. So we're up to Chapter 2 now, Rick. So Chapter 2 is what Rick is currently playing on. He's kind of communicating with me in chat. So here's what I do. I'll show you what I do first. Here's the fun thing I like. So basically come up here, I'm just short of the Stalk, Stork, Pelican, Mohawk guy. I'm playing. Give me a break. And let's see. I'm gonna come all the way up here. And we'll see if I can pull this off. Sometimes I get it to work, sometimes I can't. So, okay, take this out. This is what I call clearing the table. There's that. Snake. Flamingo. Whoop. Ball. And glide. I got it. I won't make it though. I won't get the last card. Whoop, 5,000 points. Yeah, if you don't notice, the invincibility basically wore off as I was in the air. As long as you have the invincibility going, and as long as you are, well, you basically keep it going during that time, and even when it expires, it still keeps going when you're airborne. It's when you finally touch the ground again that your invincibility shirt finally wears off. Alright, and let's see how I did all this. So we're gonna go on now. I cleared the table. You know, that was an excellent run. I love doing two things in this game basically. I love getting the invincibility shirt and taking out as many people as possible. I think the maximum point you can get per person is like 5,000 points. Alright, so we'll do that and jump. And whoa! Hi Snake, you missed me. Poof. That was actually very close. I don't normally get that close. And the Chester cat got me. Still not bad. Okay, so Rick, I'm almost done with level 2 now. Just about to wrap this up. And then the tutorial will start on level 2. Okay, so here's that. Up. Now, right here is a B. So you wait till he comes down to your level, jump, and then basically go sideways, take him out. It's a tricky one. It really is, because I mean, you're right underneath him. Okay, up and up and up we go. And you know, the real trick is just learning how to do this. And I really wish the overhead camera was working for the controller, because that would have been great. And basically, that's how I basically speed through it more or less. I mean, basically I can get through a lot of these levels in about 1 minute to 2 minutes, you know, something like that. A lot of this I'm kind of going through and casually showing things. So, okay. Well, Rick, when you get a chance, tell me how you're doing over there with your Bubsy game. And I'm going to start over on level 2 now and just kind of explain a few things about it. Okay, I'm not used to putting in codes. I generally play these things straight through. All right, here's our setup screen, by the way. This is how I have everything set up. Glide A, B, C, you know. Enter our passcode. Passcodes are so not bad, I guess. Yeah, wow. You know, I haven't heard of any code that require any letters. I think it's kind of funny that they have letters. And I'd really like to find some of the codes. You know, if there's any other codes in there that actually apply to anything else. So you scroll down, you go to chapter 2. And here we are. Got 2 watching. I think I'm one of them, fortunately. We've lost the other person. How funny. Okay, I'm supposed to be going slower. Sorry. So yeah, the first thing you do is you just kind of take this and jump across this guy. Now, there are quicker ways to go about this, but the important thing is you got to get in there and disable at least one of the keys. There's actually 2 keys in this level. I guess I'll go ahead and illustrate what those are at this time. You know, here we go. Land on the gun. There you go. All right. So here we go. Here's the flamingo. Now, way back when, I haven't done this in a while, I used to go up here and, whoops, I used to go up there and take out that key. And I think that key actually is in a part that is obviously unimportant. I mean, it's not really all that crucial. Okay, so let's see. We don't really need to take him out. We can drop through here, and there's going to be a B to the right, so be very careful when you come out this way. Alright, so you come out here. And there's a marker. So this marker will put us right back here should we die again. And let's see what we got. Okay, this basically takes us down to there. I just dropped right on a card guy. Another marker. Now the only problem we got is, well, I'll show you. Okay, so here's the door. That's going to be important here in a second. And if we were to go to the very edge here and look across, there should be a spiky wall. you should get to some point right around here. There it is. There's a spiky wall right there. So what we want to do is go to that tea party that I showed you earlier where I basically cleared the table. Alright, so here we go. This is a little more interesting coming in this way, because you gotta take all these guys out, boom, boom, boom. So, let me try a little trick. Let me see if I can go underneath the table. Whoa. Okay, so there's that. There! Okay, remember earlier how we went up here? This is that key we gotta find. Whoa! Alright, there's our invincibility. There's the key. Allow me to clear the table. I mean, I do really immensely enjoy this part. So we're just going through and just wholesale taking out everybody. And then you got to come across here, and sometimes you jump up like that. That's why it sometimes doesn't work. You got to come down here and just glide off. And after all this time, I still haven't mastered it. You know, it's where it happens every last time. There we go, boom. And you know that other key I showed you earlier? I'm going to show you where the other wall is that basically belongs to it. There we go. So you take out that key in the other area, you take that out. That really is not an important area to traffic through, though. Now, I used to play Alison Wonderland levels just all the time. You know, there was a time there where I really did not like the Jack and the Beanstalk levels. So I played Alison Wonderland for quite a long time. What I'm trying to do at this point is I'm trying to get to the edge of the platform and hit the B button, the jump button. You'll see why in a sec. There we go. All right, so we got islands in the sky. So we got a couple of them. Got to watch out for things that'll appear if you sit too long. So there's that. And when I go to the next one, there'll be a B to the right. So just watch out for that. Here we go, B. Now, see these two islands? Jump right in the middle, you land on that cookie. So there you go, hang on a second. All right, now check this out. I just went through those two islands above. There they are. And now if I jump to the left, there's a life and another life. So life, life, 2 extra lives. And let me show you this too. You go all the way to the edge of the table, jump off, go into this area, and then all you got to do, there you are, another life. Now you can go down to here, you know, and come back up, you know, like when I took those guys out down there where that spiky wall was. Or you can climb that. Now, I gotta know that little trick I like there takes a little practice. It's all right though. A little practice, you can get it. Matter of fact, why don't we talk about that for a second? Climbing up stuff. Okay. So what am I doing here? Well, I'm jumping up and I'm gliding over. Jumping up and gliding over. That's basically what I'm doing right there. Jump. And basically I'm hitting jump and pushing over is what I'm doing. Take some practice. Really wish I had the other camera working, but you know what? We'll have it next time. We'll have something next time. All right. So let's take it on over now that we got that spiky wall out of the way. It uses so much time going from portal to portal sometimes. You know that? It's so interesting. So let's back up a little bit and glide. Okay. Now watch out for some people. We got this card man here. Here's our Mohawk Flamingo. Another card. And of course you got this door. This door, it doesn't really take you anywhere very important. I never really use it these days. Sometimes it's just good to kind of go off the rails though, you know, and kind of go places that you haven't been in a while or haven't ever been before. So there we go. Snake. Boom. Hi, Snake. It's always fun to approach those guys from the direction they're not looking. Makes that student very highly suggestible too. There we go. Hi, B. And got him. I can't remember. I don't think there's anything important down there really to speak of. Let me show you the way I normally come up. Okay, so there's that door we just went through on the bottom level. Jump up on this mushroom, and that mushroom, and then got to land on this guy. Now, these little mushrooms, that one right there, that takes a little bit of practice. Notice how you're never really standing still on this guy. So, what can I say? Try to land on the tip of it. There we go. You can actually stand on it. Let's see. Looking over at Rick's chat over here, he says, still on level 1. I'm going to have to go through your voices really slow. Ran out of time. I can't get to the second part of level 1. And at least I've killed all the enemies. Always get lost in second part. Well, yeah, that's pretty cool. You know, when you go through the whole level, you're going to use pretty much all the time. However, I'll show you something that's kind of fun to do. Notice how right now I'm at 2 minutes and 47 seconds. So let me show you a fun trick. Now, what I like to do is I like to go through the level and explore and pick up stuff and take out all the obstacles and all the enemies and everything. Then I like to do one other thing. So, okay, we got that, we got this, and now I got to find an enemy that I haven't killed already. So, bear with me here because I've already taken out a good lot of the people on this level. So, hi guys! Boink. Okay, I'm dead. So remember I had 2 minutes and some odd, right? 9 minutes and 18 seconds. Remember way back when I grabbed that marker? Well, that was pretty cool. And of course, the timer doesn't start until you start moving. So here we go. So now I've got all the time in the world to go through this part that I've already cleared. All the enemies are gone. See, I'm just racing through, looking like Sonic the Hedgehog. You know, just not as buff, but, you know, just as fast. And I got nowhere to go. And what's really cool is you can really, I mean, if you want to sacrifice a life like that, and I've got 18 left, just go through. Now I got 12. And race to the top. And now I get to tick out of here with 8 minutes and 45 seconds left on the clock. That's the nice thing about those markers. Catch a marker really early in the level, clear out everything else, and then, you know, you can use a whole life to explore around or, you know, just whatever have you. Yeah, pretty fun. So that is level 2, and as you can see, I'm not going into everything. I'm showing basically what's needed to at least get through. If you got the means to get through the level, then you're doing all right. And if you want to go off the rails and explore, you know, just do it carefully. Kind of get to know the level. Take it slow. Is always the advice I have with this game. And just, you know, explore, have fun with it. All right, here's chapter 3. So let's see what we got. Now, let me show you how it's done first. Boink. And blam, blam, and snake, and try to grab all the balls the way down. Twiddly and twirl done. Hit them on the side that the balloon's not coming up. Okay. Skip in, grab the mohawk. Love landing on the mohawk. Now, I'll just show a thing about that here in a moment. Turn on the key, slide down, boink, boink. I love doing double and triple hits. I like to grab this life, and then I like to grab this portal. This portal will help you skip all kinds of stuff, and I'll show you what you got. Okay, so grab this. Now, what I like to do is a little something called running of the bees. And that's what I like to do with this part. I know it's funny that I've actually got like little names for everything at this point. There's a bee I just jumped past, and basically I'm running for my life at this point, because the nice thing about bees is you can outrun them, and eventually they will give up. There we go. But I will show you more about that bee in a second. Yeah, you know the terrain, you can basically buzz through it, get away from the bee, and then eventually you can just outdistance the bee and he won't even follow you. The only character that really will follow you is an Alibaba, and it's those thieves, you know, with the swords. They will run up and down the terrain until they finally get you if you're still around. They do not give up. I found that out the hard way yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. I know. I've been playing this for like forever, and things still kind of surprise me. Isn't that fun? That's one of the reasons why I like this game as much as I do. It's just, yeah, you kind of learn a new trick or a new place to jump or a new efficient way to do things, and it's kind of a blast. Okay, whoops. That doesn't happen very often. Alright, here I am. Okay. Remember that? Okay, this is the marker. I came all up this massive hill. Watch out for that rabbit. I don't usually take him out because, well, I generally can just jump right over him. Okay, don't hit the cookie. That would be a good thing. Let's get back up here. We gotta disable that key or we're not getting off this level. Ah. Okay, there we go. Be snake. There we are. Got it. Okay, remember that rabbit. There we go. Climb up the mushrooms. Climb up more mushrooms. Little mushroom. Bees up here. Watch out for him. You really start to remember where the bees are, let me tell you. It's a matter of survival. It's like, I know there's a bee coming up here somewhere. And a marker. Wink. Now let's take out the Madhatter. Hello, Madhatter. Come out here with your strange looking teapot tank of a thing. Whoops. Now he just opened up his hat, so you gotta watch out for these cupcakes that launch out of his hat. He is a really weird boss, let me tell you. And to me it's really strange that they have this complicated of a boss so early on. Land on him about 6 times, he goes away. Most of the bosses in this game you don't actually kill. So there we go. That was the speed run through level 3. So let me just walk you through on where everything is and what to look out for and all that good stuff. Okay, let's see. Passcode. Thanks to Rick here. Let's see. Our passcode. And we scrolled off because Rick and I have been chatting. Let's see. Madhatter level 458227. 4, 5, 8, 2, 2, 7. So chapter 3. Alright. Okay, let's all torch the Bubster. It took me a while to figure out what the heck he was saying. So land on the Mohawk. Okay, here comes a rabbit. Jump, glide. Jump, glide. Cannot illustrate that enough. Or focus on that enough. Watch out for that snake. Generally, as long as you're flying across there, you're okay. Land on the part of Tweedledee and Tweedledum that's not got a balloon above them. Okay. Jumping across, land on the candelabra, but you can get him if you time it just right. He's tangible for like a second or two. If you want him to come back, there we go, got him. Just get completely away from the screen where he would be. He comes back, boom. And there goes the Chester cat. I want to show you one thing about this. I'm standing here and I'm standing here and nothing's happening. We know there's a bee to the right though. And what there is there's a trigger at this point where if I jump or get any bit higher, that activates the bee. Check this out. Jump. Hi, bee. And I just wait till he comes around and then I just land on him. Alright, you just glide off of there and grab that guy. That gives you about, I think, 50 balls or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, 600 points. Now, I like to think of this part as kind of like a roller coaster of a thing. Get yourself a lot of speed and hit the B button as you jump off. And then you may have to glide sideways. Now, let me show you this. Here is this gateway. Let me show you what this gateway helps you avoid. I'm going to take you the long way. Glide down. Of course, it's always good in great distances to hit the glide button, even for a second. It registers that you've glided a little bit, or you're not in a complete free fall, and you don't go splat. But in this game, unlike other Bubsies, you're not as sensitive to falling. I've played Bubsy 1 and 2, and I've fallen from heights a little bit less than what I've fallen in this game, and you know, I've gone splat. This one, you know, as long as you like even tap on the glide, you do pretty good. Watch out for the snake, and don't let him see you coming. And land on the mohawk, or the neck, or whatever. Mohawk is the safest bet with those guys. Okay, now when I jump off of here, there's going to be a bee to the left. Yep, hi, bee. So yeah, I played Alison Wonderland levels for a long time. Forgot about him. There we go. All right. There we go. Nothing to worry about him. This is where you emerge. You take that portal above, you emerge here, and you avoid all that stuff if you want to go a little faster. So we go over here, and we grab a marker, take out the flamingo, and I'll take this slow so you can now see the bee that I outran. Walking, walking, walking. Here I am. And, oh, hi, snake. There's the bee. That's the one I outran. I didn't see him because I was going so fast, but I just zipped under the table. And I'll show you the trick. Basically what you do is you come along here. If you want to outrun the bee, jump up here. Make sure that you're jumping, you're running up and jumping at an angle. If you jump up, you'll hit the bee. I don't think anything happens so much sideways, but yeah. So get that part down. Come along here, run under Tweedledee and Tweedledum, over the flamingo. I think basically I usually go under the snake and jump up. Yeah, you jump up to avoid the flamingo and jump up to get on top of these candlesticks. From the candlesticks, you can jump over here to land on the ball. A bee's going to come to the right. And you just time it so that you land on the cookie. Cookie is what it was. Land on the cookie and then the bee. All right? And then you got a marker. Boom! You always want to get that marker. Markers are good. Even I grab markers. All right, snake, or sorry, card. Tweedledee and Tweedledum. Timed it so that the balloon wasn't above them. They're a piece of cake once you get used to them. There are hard opponents in this game. Tweedledee and Tweedledum is one of those that's really difficult until you get the hang of him. And then after you get the hang of him, he's nothing. They're nothing, I should say. Okay, easily jump up here. And I get up on this mushroom, basically. See, I could try to run up here, and I may not get very much momentum. Now, the problem with that is, somewhere along the way, there's a Chester cat. And if you're not going fast enough, he'll get you. So I like to get up here, jump up on this. Like I said, sometimes I land on that ball, which bounces me back up to here. I use opponents as trampolines. That's a fun trick to learn after a while, to help get you around. So we take it on up here. And I take the marker. There's a snake to the left. Just be careful of them. And, okay. Like I said, the rabbit I usually avoid, but, you know, if you want to be safe, you can take him out. Just time it. Blink. Bam! Whoop, flamingo. Now, usually what I like to do is I like to grab Tweedledee and Tweedledum here, glide over, and take out the flamingo. It's a little bit tricky. It's one of those fun double taps. Now, the trick with that guy is you got to hit right on the ledge and then jump up. He's usually right about here when you reach this point. That guy's a little tricky. So get on the ledge, boink, take him out. And there's one up at the top. You get up here. And notice, okay, look at this. Whoop. Well, I stand corrected. Look at that. He's going to follow me all the way down. Nope. But he'll go about that far. I didn't think he went down the slope, actually. It's been so long since I actually tested that. Let's get up there. And you just glide up and over. And usually I just aim for that gun. I just try to get on top of that gun that he has and land on him. All right, so I'm about to make this jump. Now, I usually like to try to get to here. I usually like to back up to about here, run to about here, hit the B button to get a really big jump, and then hit the A button to glide. How's that for description there, Rick? All right, so here we go. I'm going to go and jump. Whoops, and you gotta be careful. You want to miss the ceiling, but you want to make it so you have enough momentum. So now I had to do a little trick there. And there's a really strange control dynamic about Bubsy that you got to get used to. You can actually hit the D-pad while you're flying, and it actually helps a little. It's really, really, really strange, but okay. So, but what's really cool is you just got a lot to work with. When I was flying, now let me show you this one more time. I know this is not the thing, but here we go. What I'm doing is I'm hitting B, hitting A, and then actually hitting the D-pad to the left. Because just doing this, I miss it. That was a big jump and a glide. I just didn't quite make it. See, jump, glide. Now that one I made it. Or did I? I think I actually just instinctively hit the D-pad. I'm gonna try one more time. I know this is, you're like, oh, come on, man, let's move on. Nope, I wouldn't have made it. You literally have to kind of nudge it. All right, so we've taken care of it. We got the key. And matter of fact, for fun, let me show you exactly what that key does. I always like to do that when I'm showing the long version of these levels. Nudge. Okay, we're going to turn the key off. Now, what did I just turn off? Let's find out. Okay, we go up here, we go up here. And I'm just going to climb all the mushrooms, go all the way up to the top. Just, you know, that's one of the easy things to remember. Just keep climbing up and up and up and up, and then over. And then you've got yourself to the end. Whoa! Well, what is this? A spiky wall. That just sucks. What a buzzkill. All right. So let's get back and turn that key off, or back on again, or whatever. Okay. Whoa, look at that. I'm almost out of time. I think I'm just going to wait it out. The nice thing is I'll come back and I'll have all the time left that I basically ended with. So that's cool. All right. Time's out. Oh my gosh. I love that animation. Okay. So we're back. Let's take her back up again. Okay. Up, up, up. Okay. Oops. Sometimes you miss the ledge too. I did a lot. Be a ceiling. I'm consciously thinking about what I'm doing is a problem. There we go. This has been so ingrained in me over the years. Okay. Climb the mushrooms again. Now, I'd like to show you around for a second. There's one neat thing I can show you. And probably the best way to illustrate it is just to go ahead and get to the end. And so we're going to give ourselves at least 3 minutes to take out the Madhatter, right? Or it won't even take 3 minutes. Grab that marker. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just glide on down. Check this out. We've got ourselves a snake. Hey, boom, there's another snake. Both of their backs turned to me, depending on how I approached them. I'm going to go basically, whoopsie. That's not what I wanted. Whoa. Well, you know what? Here we go. I got 11 lives. There we go. That's what I call a teleport. When I don't want to mess with a whole bunch of stuff, and I just want to go back to my last marker. So there we go. Glide down. Here we are. Here's that platform. This is where those two snakes were. I'm going to go to the right. Mushroom, mushroom, and bee, rabbit. And right here, I didn't mean to grab it, but right here was where a continuation was. The continuation, if you were to die off, gives you, 9 more lives. So basically you'll start the level completely over, but you'll start with 9 lives. And, you know, yeah, basically we'll continue from there. Alright, you have to go to the very edge of the screen to activate him. Wait for him to blow that smoke. Land on him about 3 or 4 times. Just watch out for that hat. When that hat opens, find ground. And find ground on the side that has the most grass. And I probably should have died a few times there. Let me talk about the Mad Hatter for a second. Actually, you go to the extreme right of the screen to activate him. You then get to the extreme left, blow that smoke, just avoid that smoke. Go over there, jump on the Mad Hatter, and just hold down the A button to glide. If you don't hold down the A button, you basically will fall right through the Mad Hatter into the treads of that tea kettle thing that he drives, and he'll run right over you. So keep the glide button going, and we'll basically just keep hopping on him till you see that hat start to open up. When the hat opens up, that's when he releases those cupcakes, and that's when they shower down. What you want to do is you can get a gap in the cupcakes. They'll basically float sideways, and then you'll see gaps. Because basically they float sideways and they just drop like a rock. And so that's basically how that turns out. So you try to position yourself where that gap is going to be, and that way they'll miss you. Sometimes you can do it very easily, and sometimes you can't. So you just gotta kind of be careful of that. Basically, that's pretty much it on that one. Matter of fact, I probably could make this just a little bit more friendly. Hang on a second, everybody's looking at a screen. So let's see here. And we're back. So, turn this off for half a second. So that's Bubsy and Alison Wonderland. And I'm not sure if Rick has any questions. Let's see here. Let's just give him a quick little type here. Rick, any questions? And what we can do next is we can do Jack and the Beanstalk, and that'll be kind of a good ending point for tonight. So that'll be kind of neat. But anyway, yeah, love the Alison Wonderland. I like the music a lot. I like the character designs a lot. And I like the background picture. I like how it's all green. I like the colors. It actually was these levels, and as I think about it, maybe one of the reasons why they chose the Alison Wonderland theme first was because it was so colorful. It really brings out just the ability of the Jag. The first couple of games I had Cybermorph, and then I had, Cybermorph is very kind of pastel looking, kind of dull colors. And then I had Bubsy, and Bubsy had all the bright colors. And so I can think that would probably be one of the reasons why they want to start with that. The Candyland level that comes on later on is very colorful as well, but also quite difficult. And Jack and the Beanstalk, you have to kind of learn a couple of tricks of this game before you really want to get into that one, as I'm about to show you. So why don't we go ahead and do the Jack and the Beanstalk levels this time, and I can show you a couple of things about that one. So let's get us back to the gaming camera. Hang on one second, and let's see. There we go. There we are. That could be pretty fun if we actually just got a red screen right there, but gets you past that, of course. And, embarrassingly enough, hang on one second. I'm having to look at Atari Age to find the levels. Earlier, Rick posted a lot of the level codes here. So, Jack and the Beanstalk, Chapter 4. That was 958936. So let's go ahead and get here. And I rated this one as kind of difficult. And that's kind of true. Well, it's very much true, actually. What can I say? Enter passcode. Okay, you push sideways, you enter the passcode. And we've got 9, 5, 6, no, 8, sorry, 9, 5, 8, 9, 3, 6. Chapter 4. Okay, and I beat Madhatter, well, after a little bit, took some work. So let me show you basically what I do. I like to run, go up here, take out that bee, and basically I draw a whole lot of bees' attentions. Usually I like to try to reach that door. Sometimes it's pretty fun to do, but not always possible. Let's try it again, actually, because I love out racing bees. Nope. See, so, all right. Here we go again. 3 times a charm, and of course, taking it slower also helps too. Boom. Where's the other bee? There we go. Basically, you'll run the 3 bees right there. Take the portal. Go to the right. Watch out for the guy in armor. I'll show you why in a moment. Now, okay, whoa. Okay, there you go. That's why you avoid the guy in armor. They are really good at that sideways slice. I mean, real good. Okay. So, okay, let me see if I can get through this like a little bit more of a professional here. There we go. Zoom, fly out, fly back in. That gives me a little speed to run up this ramp. Ant, bee. That bee's actually fun to outrun. Sometimes I don't like to take them out. I like to just see if I can beat them. All right, I'll show you how to climb these leaves here in a moment. And guy in armor. Sometimes you take that vulture out, sometimes you don't. Marker. Door. And we wait. Okay. Watch out for the guy in armor to the right. Get you a little speed. Jump. Vulture. Vulture. Guy in armor. There you go. It's one of those triple ones. I love it. There we go. Up the leaf. This takes a little practice. I'm not going to lie. This is the reason why they didn't have this one to start with, because there's some tricky jumping here. You got to learn that, you know, just a simple jump will not get you around on this level. You have to learn how to gain some speed. And see, soldier, ant, and we're done. Hey, isn't that fun? All right, so let's try it again. Got to bring up the code. Yeah, that's the code, man. All right, let's see. Option. Okay, again, that was 958. And basically what I'm doing is I'm giving Alison Wonderland and Jack and the Beanstalk here. So to give Rick something to work with in the week to come. I'm sure this will be enough to keep him busy. So I know it took me a while to learn this stuff. Let's see. Rick is soaking it in. I'm going to rewatch the video a few times and give it a try later on. Hey, what's up, Dave B? Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. All right, so I'm going to show you now this. Okay, so the first thing that comes at you is, I think, a vulture. No, a bee. Wink. Notice how I just kind of waited till he came at me. I jumped up and landed on him. Or you can jump and you can glide on him. Next up is a vulture, I think. Here we go. Ant. The ants are pretty fast, you know, like the bee. Just wait till they come at you, jump and land on them. Just time it right. Bee, ant. Here we go. I'm walking. There should be another bee. I think, how many bees have I taken out? I don't know. Anyway, there's all kinds of places you can explore on this level. Have fun with that. I mean, it's a really, really long level when you're not taking these portals. I'm not even going to bother showing you all the places that these things can do. I mean, if you want to go around collecting balls and collecting this and collecting that, great. You go along here, you know, take him out. Let's see. The leaves. Leaves are interesting. Notice how they got this kind of rocking thing. I'm kind of going back and forth on them. So here we go. So just kind of practice that at some point. Now, here's one thing I like to do. I'm going to take out this guy. I'm going to land right on his axe. That's actually the best place to land on him. Bubsy's got really strange hit detection. You land on sharp things, and that's the best place to hit them. Ah, and the vulture. Vulture carrying an anvil. Here we go. Let him reset. Just land on him. Try not to get underneath him. Try not to get in between him and the anvil. Just try to land on him as best you can. Sometimes you can land on the anvil, but more than likely it'll just take you out. It's really weird stuff. Mainly, as long as you're in the air and gliding, you have a better chance of actually taking out things. I mean, I've taken out things with my feet. There's just no reason for that, but who cares? I mean, who says that bobcats should fly? But, you know, that's just that. Kind of did a little double tap there. What I did was I got up all the way up to here, got a good jump, glided, and by the time I get up to here, that ant shows up, and I just land on him. Sometimes it's a tricky matter, though. How do you go straight up? You know, I haven't done this straight up thing in a while. I don't think it means straight up there. I've never gone up that way. I've always gone over here. And this is where you learn your merits on how to jump these leaves. Basically, you got to do that rocking motion like I talked about to gain speed, and then you jump up. Jump. And in some places, you can actually just jump up and make it. But B's not cutting it, and A generally won't either. So you can try to get to the highest point of the leaf, I guess. Let's see here. I mean, usually I kind of just do a rocking back and forth motion to get up there. It just really depends on what point. So that's the lowest point of the leaf. Here's the highest point. There we go. Also had a little speed going. A definitely will not do it. So you can just get to the highest point of the leaf and jump over. I guess that's really a good novice way to do it. All right, here you've got yourself, let me see if I remember it correctly, 2 bees, 1 knight, and a vulture. So, sounds like a joke or something. It really does. Bee. Wait till them to come at you. And land on this guy's axe. You got him. And then the vulture. There you go. Just try to get him as much on the top as possible. Get the marker. And then take this portal. Yeah, there are the places to go and all kinds of branches. David says, going to watch this on my TV with Android Smart TV. Well, awesome. Hey, I'm sorry the video quality is not, any more than this, Dave. I might actually try to see if I can get a direct encoder box. I mean, earlier I tried to have kind of a camera, above camera to, show my hand movements on the controller. And then this was another camera. And then I got everything together and it just would not operate. One would operate, the other would operate, but they would not work together. Just really, really sucked. And I just basically, well, whatever. Okay, so let's see how we're looking at this point. Bubsy's knocking at the screen, ready to go further. We got 5 minutes and 24 seconds left. Watch out for that knight. Now, what I like to do is, it's just fun, and it's really kind of, well, I don't know. Let's see. As a novice, what would I do? Well, I guess what you could do is you could jump up and take out this guy first. You're going to have yourself another vulture to deal with, and this guy. Okay, so that's it. Watch out for the anvil. And with those guys done, I mean, generally I like to take out all 3 at once these days. But I remember a time when that would have been very, very challenging. So there's that. Now, what do we got? I'm going to go ahead and get about to here and make a big jump, a glide, and try to hit that leaf. Yeah, I know that's going to be fun. Okay, and then, of course, the regular B button just will not cut it, so what I have to do at this point, I honestly really have to get to the top of the leaf at least. So, jump over and glide. Get to the top of the leaf and jump. And then you can do the same here. But just be careful not to walk off the edge, of course. Now, this is going to be a little trickier, so you might have to do this trick that I'm trying to teach you. Get some speed and jump. There you go. There you are. And then another portal. Portal. It's a really, really long level, but those 3 portals cut out so much time. It's amazing. You got 2 ants to deal with, and you got this joker. And then you got that. As a novice, probably best thing to do is either wait out those ants or take out the knight like I just did and let them pass and move on. So there we go. That basically takes care of the first level. And Really, it's very simple when you think about it. Okay, so I'm going to move on to the next level and show you how highly Sting is done. And for David B, basically what we're doing is showing Alison Wonderland, and we're showing Jack and the Beanstalk. And then we're going to basically call it a night after that. And so let's see here. There we go. Now, what I usually do is, like I said, I go through the levels, show how it's done, and then after that, go step by step on how to go from there. What I want to give everybody is a chance to kind of see the level in its entirety first. So, okay, jump, jump, jump. I'll explain all this, don't worry. And anything I don't explain, I would always have a follow-up video. All right, so here we go. Catch maximum speed, jump up, actually jump up to the second leaf, get on this platform, load up. There's a bee to the left. I've played this a few times. Get up here to this platform. You know, like I said, I'm just showing how it's done. Don't panic. I will come back to all this. These Jack and the Beanstalk levels are really, really long. When we disassembled the Bubsy cartridge, and you can find it in the Bubsy Opinions thread on Atari Age, basically what we had was, you know, these pictures, and these Jack and the Beanstalk levels, the first two are just really, really, really vertically long. All right, to use the centipede coming up or not? I'll try it. There we go. It's really tricky. Sometimes that guy runs over you and kills you, so you get kind of careful of that. Okay, catch the marker. You want to catch the marker. You know, otherwise you'd have to do all that stuff all over again. You get up here and take this guy out. You got a couple of bees to take care of. At least one. I'll jump over here. Here's another bee. There'll be another bee at the top, so I have two bees to deal with. Hi, bee. Okay, and cloud. I have to take him out, unfortunately, because I need to get a running start and catch that vine. Why am I catching these vines? Well, it's just faster. That's why. It's just a heck of a lot faster. You really, it's a really long level. Okay, I'm not even going to bother with him. I'm just going to take Mr. Night out and just land on his axe, and that's a level. Okay, now once again, thanks to the codes that Rick posted earlier, we are going to go ahead and play now chapter 5 and take it step by step. So, okay, let's get here, hit option all the way down, hit right, and now it's 7, 3, 9, 2, 9, 4. There we go, and chapter 5, highly stung. Pilot's license, what for? Pilot's license, what for? What was that from? You know, the original Bubsy game had a whole lot of voice samples. Every last one of the voice samples featured in Fractured Furry Tales came from basically the first Bubsy game. By the way, these platforms, I've heard people complain about these platforms. You gotta be kind of careful with them. I'll show you why. I mean, let me just illustrate. They go up, they go up, they go up. Ah, spikes. So what you want to do is you want to ride these things until you basically see what you're going after. This one has ball with, you know, basically those balls you collect. This one has an extra life. This one has nothing but spikes. It has nothing good. Nothing good comes out of that one. And the fourth one has another life. So here's what we do. Go up here, jump, 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 jump. Get off of it. Keep riding it. Well, your funeral, man. Land on the knight. Take him out. Jump. You got to jump over and get him. You can't really get close to that guy at all. Right there, you got to be very careful. Because right here is an ant. Don't let that happen. Okay, I'm probably going to go through all 9 lives, showing all the ways you can die in this level. And there are so many. These guys, by the way, try not to deploy them. If you deploy them, just stay away from them. Good news is if you die, it will be folded back up again. Here's a banana, by the way. Banana, you know, you slide on them. And that would really suck for going into either those spikes there or into those spikes there. So yeah, try to regain control if you wind up slipping on something like that. That's usually why they have it. Wah! Hello, ant. Yeah, here I am advising about the ant, and I forgot completely about him. Okay, so we go up, and there should be a bee, high bee. Now, let me show you the snail. The snail is mostly harmless, you know, like they say in Hitchhiker's Guide. I'm going to basically jump over to the right. Hopefully they'll reactivate them. So go over here. And that's a really tricky move, by the way. Even to this day, basically what I got. See, there's a snail. Look at that. He's walking along, minding his own business. And he's got that. See that out of the very back, how it's dropping that ooze? That's what you got to watch out for with him. You can either hit him wrong, which usually doesn't happen because he's so big, or basically you can jump right over him. And you see how that puddle basically stayed behind him? That's what you got to watch out for. You can jump over him and you'll hit that. Oh man, didn't mean him. He's actually kind of a friendly fellow. Most of the time I like to avoid him. But you jump over him and you'll hit that puddle of ooze and that'll take you out. It's like some kind of toxic slime or something. Over here's another life, and then an invincibility shirt that we saw earlier on in Alison Wonderland. So there we go. And we take him out. Now, the thing about invincibility, it doesn't protect you from something like spikes. Oh, yes, it does. But it won't protect you from like those prickly things, you know, like the vines or whatever. So, okay. Leaves. Yeah, jump up. B button is basically all I'm using here. Jump up and hit these invisible clouds. These invisible clouds are, you know, basically for climbing. You just jump up. And you just, you know, in the maps that, you know, when we decompiled the game, yeah, that worked out pretty good. We had that. And it basically shows where a lot of these clouds are. But otherwise, you just kind of got to remember where they are. I'm going to jump up and then glide sideways. So BA. All right, and I'm going to go in this passageway. And then I'm going to go to the left. Now here's a little trick. You can come over here, and you can jump here, and you can jump here. Or if you really want to speed run it, you really want to get good at speed running it, and there's nothing in the way, no enemies, nothing that can kill you, no spikes, no boxes with thumbtacks in them, nothing like that. You just run to the right. When you get to the end, nope, you can't even bonk your head. Sometimes you can do that number, and that's one thing you want to avoid. That's most, you know, not a really bad thing. You basically waste some time. Sometimes though, if you got an enemy approaching, that can be a bad thing. So you just run to the right and then hit B, and there you are. You're at the second leaf. You don't even have to bother with that first one. So you just get to the point top there. You want to get off of that thing because, you know, spikes. Oh, and by the way, there's a bee there. And frack. Pardon us, ladies and gentlemen, while we completely start over the level. You see, I did not grab any markers. Yeah. So we get to go through all this again. Sometimes this game has its merciless moments. That's one of them. I'm going to show you a couple more as these videos continue. They can be fun sometimes. So, okay, we're climbing. And as you can see, it didn't take us too long to get back where we were. Yeah, here's where we were. We're going to jump to that second leaf now. Lamb. And over. Okay, here's that. Bees off to the left. Climb up here, jump up, let them fly under you. Just land on them. Easy as anything. All right. And of course, you want to avoid, you know, activating that banana thing any chance you get. What we want to do is we want to jump over to there. So what we want to do is we can do one of two things basically. What I wind up doing is I wind up taking this. I jump over it, and then I jump over and jump while holding to the left on the D-pad. That brings us up to here. And this helps save us a lot of time. Up we go. There's our marker. That's what you want to survive for. You can survive at that point, you got yourself a marker. Okay, now what we have here is a couple of jumps. We're going to go down here to the right. Go down here to the left. There's a bee to the left. Just jump up, let them get underneath you, and then land on them. Sometimes I use that bee to get over to this cloud. And then I get over to this cloud, and to this cloud. You jump, glide. That way you have maximum control. You can control where you're going to land. And then land on this platform. Try not to miss the platform, because as you can see, there's nothing but viney spikes underneath you. And you wait. He's tapping his feet. Love that. There we go. Jump over to the other platform. Again, B and A. B and A. That's the trick of this game. Jump and glide. You can control glide. You cannot control jump as much. Now over here is this centipede of a thing. And whenever you land on them, you're going to basically be catapulted up. That's all fine and good. And it'd be nice if it worked that way every time. Okay, we're going to let them go. I'm going to let them reset. And you can't actually kill them as long as you take out the head. And, well, anyway, if you land on them wrong, any bit wrong, you basically die. I like to jump over them as I can. Let me see if I can get that to reset. And illustrate that part. Let's see. Where's the dang... Ah, hello. All right. So let's see if I can get over here. Wah! Go away. I'm trying to illustrate something here. Well, anyway, he's usually a lot longer. Now, I've already hit 2 parts of him, and it's not like in Atari Centipede game where basically he splits into 2 halves and they both go running off. Basically, every time you hit him, he loses a section, usually off the back. Whoop! But unless, of course, he respawns, and then he's completely healed. Just let him come up to you, jump over him. I normally would do that because generally you don't save all that much time, getting the lift that you get from him. This right here, let's see, have we gone all the way up? Let's see. Basically, yeah, grab the marker there. That's where you're going to reappear should you die, and you probably will until you get the hang of this. And so go up a little further, grab this leaf, second leaf, over to here, and I hit the bananas for a little momentum there, actually, believe it or not. And there's that guy. Now, how do you get this guy? I mean, my gosh, you got to get up there. And before you get up there, he's going to slice into you. He's going to go, no, he's not going to do a damn thing. There we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run up this thing, and I'm going to jump up and take him out there. There we go. So what I basically did was I got a momentum, and about here is where I jump up, land, and then sideways. So yeah, and blam. Okay, now what you want to do is you want to fly out. You can't see it here. And as I go down here, I'm going to activate another bee, or 2. Good news is I've taken out 1, and I'll have one other one to deal with. Okay, so up we go, and I'm going to show you this now. I'm going to deal with that same bee again. Jump up, just jump up, let him basically fly up and down until he gets level with you, and then he'll fly to the left or to the right. All right, so let's see here. Let's see if I can see it from here. Can't see it there. So you can almost take it in faith. I think at some point, I don't know how I originally found it. I just learned that if you run down to here and you jump off at that point, there you go. That is where a vine is. You want to catch that vine. So let's get some momentum, jump, and we're over. Immediately start holding the D-pad to the left, so you start climbing it. And there's going to be some bees to deal with. There's one, at least. Okay, we're going to keep going up. Again, try to avoid the centipede. You can use them, but he's tricky. Jump up there, and there's a cloud. We're going to climb up the cloud. 2, 3, up. He goes in his little hibernation. Well, sorry, dude. I need the roaming space. Nothing personal. Whoopsie. And I think I just activated a bee. So I can expect to deal with a bee any second now. There we go. Now we want to get to about here so that we can see if I can view over. Okay, let's try line. See that? That's what you want to hit. It's really tricky. Maybe, it's been so long since I've done this any other way, I really couldn't tell you. Take it here, up, and over. That takes some practice. So basically you hit B, hit A, and I'm even hitting the D-pad to the right. Remember how I said that you can kind of nudge yourself a little bit using the D-pad? Yeah. So, there's a knight up at the top. Let's get him taken care of. Up, jump, glide, land. Do not use him here. Basically, it'll catapult you up there, and that's really not useful for what you want. Or is it? Yes, it is. Never mind. That'll take you right here. We have a knight. And go up here. And we have a knight over there next to your end marker. So we're just going to hit B, glide, hit the knight. You know, there have been some times I've jumped over him and gotten this marker, and he's just sliced me in half. I'm like, man. Taken from the grips of victory, let me tell you. So much fun. All right. So yeah, that's our first 5 levels, and we got 1 more to go. So give me just half a second here, and we'll get that going. Yeah, been fun, hasn't it? Hang on 1 second. All right. So we ready for this? I know I am. All right. Jungle Erber. You know, the sad thing about this level is it's such a cool design, and you just don't have. I mean, you got a castle, and it's the only level you get a castle. I mean, it'd be so nice if you had all these knights and castles for more than multiple levels, but you only got it for this one. And I'm going at this at noob speed when I need to be going at this at regular speed. So here we go. Boink. So let me just show you how it's done. All right. That jump's a fun one. I remember learning that one. All right, here we go. Okay, marker and shirt. I can pass through anything. Okay, I'm gonna go over and glide and just pray I don't hit spikes. Yay! Most of the time I get that. That's a new trick I've actually been learning lately. Sometimes I just get this crazy notion that I'm just gonna, you know, it's like, well, can I skip all these by jumping from here to here? That's pretty much how I figured out this and that. You know, it won't surprise me if a lot of the people playing, you know, learning from these videos, pick up on some tricks that I haven't picked up on. Because you know, as much as I've played this and as much as I know where everything is, you know, you still come up with some neat ideas, you know, new things to try. Marker, I'm going to come back to there, and I'll have 8 minutes left. Pretty cool. Jump, boink. I love this. This part's actually quite a lot of fun. What I'm doing is I'm jumping up. Let's see. I'm jumping, and then I immediately push A and go right. So I'm able to just basically skirt around these things. Jump up to the left, and there you go. And I can race through those things. It's so much fun. All right, when you get this top level, you jump over it, in between the spikes and the banana, get our knight. I like to grab these lives because, quite frankly, the boss of this level is, to this day, probably the most challenging of bosses to me. Not because he's difficult, it's because his hit detection is so freaky. All right, I've grabbed extra lives. Now let's get to the boss man. By the way, right here is a really interesting place. You will hit, see, look at that. If you look at the actual map from the decompiled cartridge, there's a ledge, an invisible ledge that stands right out here that you are hitting. When you hit that ledge, you will basically fly sideways into those spikes. That's why you want to come to about here, jump, glide, come to the edge of it, jump up again, take out that B. Let me show you again what I did. You want to jump, jump, glide to about right here. Miss those spikes, but miss that box of bananas, whatever you do, because they'll send you spinning one way or the other into those spikes to the left or to the right of you. That bee's going to come at you, and you just basically jump up, and while he's coming at you from left to right, and then you just land on him. Pop. Bee's gone. There you go. Grab the marker. And we race down. We leave a bee behind. And see that sword and shield in the middle? That's how you activate the boss. And I tell you, sometimes I can't have enough lives for this. I played this thing the other day. I've been playing this for years, okay? I'm going to activate him, and man, this giant just about ate my lunch. Okay, I'm landing on him, and basically, where my position is, what lasts most of the time, or what works most of the time, is having my belly just short of his head. I mean, it's the funkiest thing. And there he goes. Still took me out. Landing on glass doesn't kill you necessarily. Landing on him doesn't kill you. You can just land on him wrong. It's weird. I have yet to bat 100% with this guy. The only thing I can do is just hope to stay just ahead of that head right there and land, usually facing forward, and I seem to do pretty good. There we go. Come on, come on. Yes. There we are. There we have it. Okay. So now we've seen that. Okay. Let's get that level map ready. The ones that Rick provided earlier, that basically I quoted earlier. And a lot of these things came from the internet. There's also a player's guide to Jaguar, and I'll have to talk more about them because I really admired how they really got to know this game so early on. I mean, I had difficulty. I really, people talk about how difficult this game is. Code here is 184792. The Giant. Let's see. And these guys, when they wrote that book way back in 1990 something, I mean, it looks like probably 93 or whatever, Bubsy came out. It actually just came out in 94. When they reviewed this game, it was a new thing. They said, well, here's a new game coming out. So it was like just coming out. And I'm amazed they're able to figure it out as quickly as they did. So, okay, Snail Aunt. I'm gonna chase after the ant. Come here, come here. Okay. All right. So there's that. The ant's gonna reset. Should reset. The ant did not reset. Okay, here comes a bee. I'm gonna fly sideways, jump, get him. That's a good noob way to do it. I mean, there's fancier ways to do it, but again, the bee, if you're at the right place and you position yourself well, not too bad. Here are those clouds again. You jump up to activate them. And then you got this thing. Well, you know what? It's not as bad as it looks, or as I remember. Generally, what I have to do is I have to hit B and A. But you know what I'm doing is I'm hitting B. Now, B alone won't do it. So I hit B. What I'm actually doing, I'm hitting B, and I'm hitting to the right, and then back to the left. So it's B, right, left. B, right, left. There we go. That actually works. Yeah, almost 99% of the time. Here we got a knight. And what we're going to do is we're going to jump B and then glide A and push to the right on the D-pad. That's what you got to do. B, A, right. Okay, B, A, left. B, A, right. 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 B, and glide. And, of course, nudge to the right. And we are not there yet, so we're going to go B, A, left, B, A, right. Okay, so neat stuff. Let me show you some of the neater places of this level. Now that we've got all this taken care of, let me show you. You've seen what it looked like, kind of the way to speed run it. Speed running, it's kind of fun. What we're going to do here is we're going to hit that marker. I should have hit it sooner, that way I could have had the time while I was talking. And then I'm going to hit this invincibility shirt, I should say. You go down here, you take out a bee, and you know, what's really good to do, if you don't have a whole lot of lives, is come down here. A whole lot of bees. Take out the bees while you got the invincibility. There you go. And there's like 5 of them, or whatever. It's crazy. You know, and you got, you know, crates full of balls that you can pick up. You know, you got two lives. Now look at there. There is basically 2 lives. Okay, another invincibility shirt. And you can use that while you're climbing up here in case you didn't get one of the bees taken care of. There you go. As a matter of fact, what really helps is there's a snail up there. And if you come up this wrong, you're going to come right into that snail. You're just going to blam. Or those spikes. No, the thing of tacks or whatever. Okay, so here I am. And there's that guy with the sludge. I don't think I'll just leave him alone. Whoa! No! Ah, boy, that was pretty tricky. I was hitting right a lot to regain control. Yeah, there's a knight. Okay, jump, A, glide, push over to the left. Grab this. Now let me show you, the usual way people get down here. You can Sonic it. You can basically zoom down here, jump off the edge, and glide. Now let me see if I can get back up here and show you what I just did. Basically from that platform, you got 2 platforms. You can grab all those balls while you go. So you go zoom, and you can actually just run right off of that one, no problem. What you don't want to do is you don't want to run right off the edge of this other one, because you will land right into those spikes. So what you want to do is either stop just short of that platform, or take that and at the very edge jump, and you'll jump all the way over here. And actually, you can actually jump onto this balcony, and see that right there, this little swirling thing right underneath that bouncing ball. Another continue. So pretty cool. Now, one of the fun things to do is to jump over here and go into these spikes. Basically what I'm doing is I'm hitting A and to the right. A and to the right. A and to the right. There we go. Even took out that knight while I was at it. Okay, here's our 2 lives. I can hit B and hit to the right, and that takes me up here. And that's a little trick here. I'm going to hit B, and then I'm going to hit to the left. And I also have to hit A. If I hit B and to the left, just doesn't quite make it. You got to have some glide in there. Get up to the top. Glide helps you maintain your height while you're up there, and then basically you just make it. So you're basically hitting B, A, and over. And we made it. So now we're going basically nudging to the right and to the left, and A. I'm gliding. There we go, gliding over those spikes. There we go. Take this portal. Takes you all the way over. Now, what I like to do, of course, grab that. Jump over him. Did you see that? Did you see that? Let me show you something. Here we go. Drip, drip. That's some candle wax, which of course will kill you. There is nothing in this game that you don't normally collect that will not kill you. Unlike Bubsy 1, there was actually some flower pots that were alive that you could not collect, and they actually didn't kill you. That's the only thing in any Bubsy game I've seen so far that just didn't flat out kill you. Okay, so what are we doing here? Okay, now I started acting by instinct. First thing I like to do, once we get past all those things, I like to run over here, and I like to grab this marker, normally. However, we've actually eaten up a lot of time getting up here, so I might race over there in a moment. We're going to hit B and then hit over to the right. B and hit over to the left. B and hit over to the right. No A required on this part. B and to the right. B and to the left. And there's going to be a knight over to the left. So basically B and then glide. So B, glide, boom. Okay, this one I think you can do a B and over to the right. No A required. See that ant up there? There we go. So let's watch out for him. Wait till he gets to us. And here, basically just hit B or A. Either one will take it. No problem. Another marker. I'm gonna skip it. Matter of fact, here I'm probably just gonna die so that I can, come back and grab those markers. All these, bad guys taken out. So there we go. And B into the right, or left actually. B into the right. Candle wax. Normally I like to race right through there before that activates, because it can be a little tricky. And there we go. Just time it. But if you race right through, generally it won't activate quick enough to get you. Some things you just gotta barrel through. All right, I'm gonna go over these spikes, over the bananas, take him out. You saw this a moment ago. Okay, so we're gonna go over here. I'm gonna jump over on a ledge. There's another ledge over here. So basically what I'm doing is I'm hitting over to the left and hitting B. That's enough. Now, see there's that. I can jump, don't quite make it, right? So B alone won't do it. B, A, however, will. B, A. There you are. Got it. Okay. Over the bananas, over the spikes, over to the giant's house we go. Remember that ceiling? That does not exist here anymore. So let's jump over. And B. Alright, well, I'm going to race down this platform, avoid that B. You got to go through that sword and shield to activate them. See if we can take them out with a minute and 9 seconds to go. I'm landing on them, landing on them, landing on them. Still landing on them, landing on sharp glass. Don't know why I'm still alive. And come on, you. Come on, come on. 53 seconds left. Hey, not bad. What was I doing there? What was I doing? Basically, let's see. I got up that platform that was over to the right, or left, actually. I let the giant fire his 2 shots. And let's go ahead and get back into camera mode here for a second. And let's see here. Hang on. And that way I can talk to face to face. Hi again. Okay, so turn that off for a second. All right. So what I did was got to the giant, and the giant, basically what we did was jump onto the ledge so we can actually jump onto the giant. And so you let him fire off his 2 shots first, and then basically what you do is you jump onto the giant and you try to land kind of in the middle of the glass bubble that's on top. And the best position I can think of is you land to a little bit to the right or the left on top of him, and it seems like the hit detection seems to register that he fired off those shots that he fires. Those shots fire off and they ricochet around. They're, they have it. The next boss and the Alibaba ones kind of have something like it too. It's just something else to get you, something else to kill you. It's just the way it works. So what you do is you just, like I say, you jump and land to the middle, to the right or to the left. You generally tend to die. If you miss them completely, you'll land right in front of them, and he'll kick you and you'll die. So stay on them. Then basically what you want to do is, and I'm kind of envisioning it in my head. Basically what you want to do is you jump, you land on them, and you're holding down the A button, the glide button, and you're gliding and you're controlling with your D-pad on where you're landing. So you're bouncing on them, just like you tend to do with opponents. You're bouncing and bouncing, and you're trying to, use your glide to control, to come down center, but also right in front of his face, more or less. So it's kind of like just a little off center. Right on top doesn't seem to do it. And of course, I've actually taken it to where I have landed on them, and you can land on them without gliding, and basically you can more rapidly hit them, but you still seem to die. Your only real measure that you have is to keep control of your character, Bubsy, and just keep bouncing on him, just short of his face. And I still die a lot, and but yet there it is. And to be honest, with that boss man, even now after all these years, I still take like 3-4 lives to take them out. But there's so many extra lives lying around this game, it's not that bad. There's continues with extra lives. You know, this level has so many lives that I just showed you, and I like to grab them sometimes because this particular boss can be a real jerk, and for no real mechanical reason. You know, it's just something else. It really is. So anyway, that really kind of concludes it for tonight. I'm sure this will keep Rick busy for the week to come, and then come next, well, you know, next time we come, you know, come together and make another video, we can go into Alibaba. We might even go into the water levels. The water levels are the longest part of the game, you know, to me. I mean, they are actually pretty long, but not really all that bad once you get to know them. They're just long, you know. That's why I'd love to take them out. I mean, sometimes when I sit down to a game of Bubsy, I'd like to just have a nice 35 to 40-minute game just racing through all the levels. And those water levels really can kind of drag on sometimes. So anyway, it's been a pleasure. Like I say, we may, you know, do this again sometime. I may even redo this when I get the other camera going, so you can actually see the hand motions, you know, when I'm, you know, the ways the controllers being operated. But for now, this is what you got. Study the videos, and we may even have a follow-up video of things that you'd like to know. Like, is there a certain area of the map where you're exploring Bubsy, and, you know, an area where you're wondering, well, how the heck do I get up there? Or is this even possible? So just, you know, let me know. Let me know if you got anything. This goes to Rick. This goes to Dave. This goes really to anybody who was watching this video now and in the future. You're welcome to just drop me a line. So anyway, been a pleasure. This is Dr. Clu. And again, you know, take care. And I don't know, I was trying to think of some clever Bubsy phrase, but I just couldn't think of one tonight. So with that, hey, have a great night, and we'll see you next time.